Hello everyone and welcome back to Drika Styles. It's your girl Shandrika here, back with another hair video, and today I'll be showing you how I got this beautiful rod set. Okay guys, not sure what happened to the clip, but I did deep condition my hair before I started this style. So we're going to get right into it. I'm just showing you that I sectioned my hair off, and you can do this however you like, but this is my favorite way to do my hair, and in cosmetology school we were taught this way to do our rod set. So you can't pass the board if you don't do your rod set like this. So I'm just sticking to what I know, but I'm just getting those edges all nice and laid before I start because it frames my face. And I just wanted my edges to be set while I'm under the dryer as well. So I'm just parting a little section here off by my ear. And now I am putting the Curl Enhancing Smoothie on there. That is by Shea Moisture. All the products will be listed below. And now I'm going to add a little Eco Style gel. I was trying to show you how much I added, but I'm not sure. But it was like a dime size, maybe a nickel size. And now the third product is Setting Foam Lotion. And so my favorite is the BB Setting Lotion. And that's what I'm going to be using for this style. So as you can see, I already have my natural coil on the end. But I'm just taking the rod and putting it in the middle of my hair and then wrapping the bottom around the rod. And then I'm just gonna go ahead and roll it up to the scalp. And rods can be a little tricky, so you have to use those two slits that's on the side to just close the rod to make sure it's tight. So we're going to do that again. Right now I'm just measuring, making sure my hair is not longer than the rod. So are wider than the rod. Your part has to be a little slimmer than what the rod length actually is, if that makes sense, unless you will have some frizziness. So I'm doing the same thing, Curl Enhancing Smoothie, then I'm using gel, and then the foam lotion. Sorry, I'm a little off screen for some of this video, but you can still see what I'm doing. So you can be generous with the foam lotion actually, but you definitely want to make sure your hair is wet. So I had to keep re-wetting my hair and just making sure those ends especially weren't frizzy, and I'm just smoothing as I'm rolling because my hair dries so fast, and it was soaking wet at the time I started this video, and it started to dry very quick. So those are the two slits I was talking about on the rod. You have to put the black string through either the top or the bottom one before closing it on the other side. So we're going to try that again, because I will speed this up. I'm not going to go at this speed this whole video and bore you, but I did want to do a thorough video for you guys. And usually people who follow this all the way through, their hair come out the best instead of those who skip through, because there's information I give you along the way. So if you have time, that would be great for you to listen and just watch in its entirety. So that was the setting lotion, and this is the gel that I'm putting on, and here is the foam lotion again. So you have to rake it through, rake it through, rake it through. You have to let those products really get into those strands, unless you would just have white residue. So here we go, just taking it, rolling it at the bottom. Now I did learn that, well, I already knew it, but I guess I wasn't thinking as much while I was rolling my hair this way. Next time I'm going to roll it as a spiral, because it took me an hour and a half under the dryer, and I had to let it air dry overnight, which meant I had to sleep with these rods in. So that was not that fun, but it wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. But by morning it was dry. So just twist the end of the rod, make sure it is tight, not too tight, because you definitely don't want to pour your hair out. And we're just going up again, and I think I'm going to start speeding it up a little bit somewhere in here. But yeah, working the product in, that is your key. You have to work the product in. Do not try this style if you're in a rush. I just wouldn't even recommend you do that, because your results will not be the same. And the last time I did this style, this style lasted between 4 to 6 days, if I'm not mistaken. So you get a few days. Very important. Your rods will be loose if you don't put that string through one of those slits. Sometimes not, but a lot of times, yes, it will be. So we're just moving up the ladder. And this is the last section on that side. And I could just put all of the products throughout my hair at once, but I still get frizz when I do it that way. Just taking the time and smoothing it through on each section on those strands, it just gives you a nice moisturized look, when it's all complete. So definitely take your time. I like to set a routine for my hair, and I definitely take hours a day to do it. So I am actually a fast roller, but if you're not, make sure you set the time for that, for however fast or slow you may go. But the more you do this, the more you'll perfect it, and it'll be quicker each time. Make sure you have a lot of rods. Some of them pop, and you will see when I get to the back, I ran out of the rods that actually had the little ball on the end, so I had to use bobby pins. So don't throw your rods away, but just make sure you do have enough rods. But I think I'm just going to go ahead and get more rods. So now I'm just going to the back. I didn't show you the other side, but as you can see, it's rolled the same way. I'm going to come back to the front to do the middle section. And so now we're just doing the bottom of the middle row, starting in the middle. And you can do this however you want, but I'm just doing 3 rows in the back. Now you can start right, middle, left, right, middle, left the whole time, or you can just go however you want. I noticed that in the back, the rods usually come out, the hair comes out nice either way. I've tried all different ways. Um, I'm just so used to doing this way from cosmetology school, so I just stuck with that. And this rod is half of the size that I used in the front because this is just a little section right here. So make sure you have your different size rods, the smaller ones and the longer ones, especially depending on the length of your hair. And stay tuned to my channel because I will be doing a similar style with the foam rods. I want to see which one I like the best. I do like how the foam rollers, the hair come out with the foam rollers, and it don't have the snag that this will get. And you can use end wraps. That is the proper way to do this style, not just to put the rod directly on natural hair because it can snag. But I was like, my hair is healthy and thick. If it snags, it's okay. But the proper way is to use the two end papers. So yeah, I'll come right to the center. Here we go. And so you can just see I'm rolling the end, and I'm going to speed this up, I think, after the next one. Just wanted to show you how to properly roll it under. And as you can see, I did use a generous amount of setting lotion because I felt my hair starting to dry, especially at the tips. So yeah, I started to speed it up now. And don't forget curl enhancing smoothie, gel, and foam lotion. So your arms will probably get a little tired, but don't give up, guys. Hang in there. Stick with it because you're going to love the results. I like to use my dimming brush, and the curls was just popping. I wanted to just keep it like that, but I was like, let me go ahead and do the style that I said I was going to do. And there was no white residue at the end. So I know some of you may be like, I know she had to have white residue, but with these products, I never have residue. I have used other products and it gave me that white residue and I just hated it and I had to rewash my hair, but hopefully it doesn't do that for your hair. I've been using this method for years. And if you're just starting to follow me, I was a Shea ambassador, and so Shea Moisture sent me all their products for a year, and I just stuck with their products. So that's why I go strong for Shea Moisture. It just works on my hair, and it keeps my hair nice, thick, moisturized, and I've seen lots of growth. And that's not just with me, but I use it on my clients and my kids and husband as well. And we all have thick hair. So now I'm just going all the way up And like I said, this is a thorough video, so I want you to really see what I'm doing here. I would recommend that you do it this way maybe at first and then just do it however you want next time, just to see if you get similar results, because some people might do it a different way and say my results didn't come out like that, but maybe you chose to do it a different way. But like I said before, either way it usually comes out okay, that I've noticed. But I do like the styler, the gel, and then the setting lotion, or you can however you put it on there. Just take your time and make sure it's worked all the way in. And yes, I know you can see the gray, but I only color my hair like once every 3 months, so it's going to be like that for a while. I am very particular about putting color in my hair and heat. So as you can see how my hair already coils up, that I barely use heat on my hair. I don't need to know how my hair will look blown out. I was relaxed for years, so I already know how my hair will look. It is not worth the damage to me. I know for people's birthday, they might want to do color and heat, but believe me, as a hairstylist, and if you're not keeping it moisturized, because you can have color and take care of your color, but lots of times people don't. So now I'm just adding more setting lotion and a little gel just to make sure the hair isn't frizzy. So I'm just putting it all down there. Excuse me, guys. I'm putting it all down that row. And as you can see, I already did that section to the left, and then I already skipped forward to the section on the right. So this is the last one. I wanted to show you this one because I actually used a bobby pin because this rod was broken. So that's why I say you can keep your rods when they break, and sometimes you can reattach them. So yes, just tuck it however it fits. It will still come out just fine. And put that bobby pin in there. Make sure it's nice and snug. And at that point, my arms was really hurting, but I was like, you know what? I'm going to continue going. And so now we're at the last section. And this is the front. And as you can see, my hair is a little short at the front. I said this in my last video because I cut it while taking out my crochet braids by mistake. So do you see that definition? Yes. So it may have slight heat damage in the front, but it curls all the way up. And I just really like the texture of it now that I just decided to cut it. Even though it's really short and it's shorter than the rest of that section, but it's all good. It's growing back. It's growing back. And you can wipe some of that residue off. I just left it there because you know foam is gonna like disappear anyway, but yeah. And so my battery was starting to go down, so I skipped ahead a little bit. Same method, nothing different. But here you will see me put this in two sections right here because that part was too wide for the rod, so I just did it like this. I also like to do the three sections in the front because if I don't want to wear my hair in a fro when I take it down, those two parts on the side that separate in the middle section, I can easily just do a side part. You see how the white rods are going down? And I just use that as my deep side part. And just be careful with the rod, because you can also snap your finger or get your finger stuck in the inside of it. And here we are under the dryer. My son Josiah joined me. And now, an hour and a half overnight later, we're going to take the rods out and I am removing them like a spiral curl. So I'm just holding the base and unraveling. And this hardly took any time. I did want to be careful just to make sure my hair wasn't snagging, and it did really good. It's going all the way down, and I'm just speeding it up because I know you're like, okay, we get it now. But I definitely wanted to show you every single step because I watch videos and then I'm like, oh my goodness, why didn't they show that part? So I'm trying to give you more, just more details, a thorough style so you can see if you try it just like this. And when you get to this side, this is mainly the side where I had bobby pins in there. So just be careful taking out the bobby pins as well. I did not see a difference because I use bobby pins. Now you can put a little oil on your hand, it's up to you, but I decided with how much heat I had to use sitting under the dryer for that long, I just didn't want to add anything else to my hair. Not to my actual hair, but you'll see in a few where I did grease my scalp and I used sulfur 8 because of the dryness. I was like, oh my goodness, this heat really have my scalp dry now. So that's what I did, and you'll see that part coming up after I take these rods out. I was so excited to have a rod set. I didn't know, each time it's different, and it was pretty gloomy outside, and I was like, will it make my hair frizz up? But it came out really cute. I was very impressed. And I'm definitely going to do it again. I would have loved to have more of a taper look, but I realized that my sides in the back is just too long for that. So we just had to go with a side part. So that's a sulfur 8 there, and you'll see I'll just go through only on the parts, not my hair. Just greasing my scalp. And I don't mind the gray anyway, because with styles like this, nobody can really see it. But when I do have my side part, I am going to use a little mascara as a trick. I already showed you on here. It's coming up. But there's all kind of little ways you can hide it if you need to. So, but other than that, that was only on the part I used the mascara. But yeah. So now I'm going to take these loose. So watch very carefully because I'm going to separate them and twirl them around my finger. So I'm just separating and twirling them. Not even sure if you can see it that much, but in the next few clips you should be able to with no problem. So just take your time, because if not, it will come out frizzy. That's why I said if you decide to use oil, you can. But you definitely don't want to use anything too heavy. I felt like my hair already had shine, and I know I still had a little sulfur 8 on my hand just from squeezing my scalp, so I didn't feel the need to use anything else. And I absolutely loved it. So that was some of the front, and I'm just skipping ahead to the back. Make sure you do it the same way. Separate, twirl, separate, twirl. And you can, like I said, roll this in spiral curls. I think I'm going to try it that way next time just to see, but I kind of like this a lot. I just want to try them all so I can see which one I like better. Now we're in the front. This is my sharp part, but We made it work. I know I say this over and over, but take your time and twirl. Take your time. And by the way, I hope that each of you had a great Christmas and New Year's. Can you believe we're already in 2022? Thank you for watching my channel and just following along with my hair journey. Every year I say I plan to be more consistent, but this is the fourth time I'm uploading this video. I pitched my phone the other day. Man, when you're a YouTuber, you just have to be patient. You don't know what can go wrong. And I'm hoping that this one uploads. And so now we're just going to get the comb. And we are going to pick those roots a little bit and hide those parts. I just absolutely loved it. I was trying to see if I could get a taper look here, but no, it wasn't working. So I was like, okay, let's just go ahead with the original plan. Let's just pick out the back a little bit and just go with a side part. And this just helps give a little more volume to the hair. Make all the curls come together so beautifully. But be careful not to bring that comb all the way through, because you will mess up your whole style. So you can wear it like this, or you can wear it with a headband. You can put a scarf around it. But as I said, I am definitely going to go ahead and do my side part because that's what I like. So this is the time where I'm using my mascara. This one is just about out. And you add a little water in there and then you'll get a little more mascara. So I just use this one for hair. I wouldn't recommend you keep going from eye to hair because of products, and yeah, you don't want to irritate your eye. And so now I'm adding edge control to define that part a little more, just to make it look like a part is actually there, because it was a little bushy right there. So I just smooth it out with my Edges pomade or my edge booster. I was trying to think of the name of it, but I like to use the edge booster. And I was starting to feel myself a little bit, y'all. I was like, oh my gosh, I love it. You probably can't tell here because I kind of edited that part out, but I should have kept it in there. But I gave you a little smile here. What you think? Make sure you comment below. Let me know if you like this style, if you're going to try this style. Need some comments. Fill me up, y'all. Don't forget to go ahead and subscribe. I love you guys. Bye.